This collective reading is for people who have an open mind, people who don't judge, people who are not scared of the word Jesus. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Does he scare you? Then this collective is not for you. But if you're open-minded and you don't care, then this message is for you. And I'm happy you've made it through the smoke. Good evening. I'm happy that you can see through the smoke, that you have an open mind, an open heart. Because we're about to do some work. Okay. Hello, hello. I am active in the chat, so I will see what you're saying. I will see if I need to cut somebody off. There's one card. Instructions. The one instruction that I got, because God will give you instructions. He will give you instructions on your own journey. Each person has an instruction. And my instruction was to tell my story. Tell my story. Tell my story, but don't say any names. And my story is a whole life of bad things happening. But my instruction God gave me was to tell my story, but don't say any names. And welcome, 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 welcome. Because that's what I do. When I come on here, I tell my story because I'm picking up on other people's energies. And some of you might have gone through similar things that I went through, and you need to hear some words of encouragement. You need to hear that you are not alone. You need to hear that God is with you, and He sees that you're still trying. He sees that you're still holding on, like holding on, and you might be alone. You might feel like you're alone, but it's not. That's not true. That's not true. And you might feel like there's a spiritual attack going on. You might feel like there's a spiritual attack, and God will show you. He will show you. And you need to learn how to protect yourself. What I do when I feel like there's a spiritual attack happening, I pray, obviously, but when I need proof, I ask God to show me, because I need to see it physically. I need to see that proof, because there's other people that just don't see or feel. They just don't see it. And it's like, God, show me. Just show me. And then He'll show you in dreams. He'll show you in dreams, or He'll show you in the people that you interact with in the public. Like, say somebody might be digging in your car. You'll catch a video of somebody digging in your car. That means spiritually somebody's trying to take from you. Somebody's trying to take your energy. Or you'll have somebody at the store being just so mean, like for no reason. And they might remind you of somebody that you know in your close circle. So there's those things. But what I do here is I give people the reassurance that God is protecting you, and this little like witchcraft or medicine men, whatever, the things that they send you is like, it's peanuts. It's peanuts. It's literally nothing to worry about, because there's nothing to be scared of. If God is on your side, what is there to be scared of? Nothing. Because yeah, they may throw rocks at you, they may throw stones at you, but it's peanuts. It's peanuts. It's nothing, because God is protecting you. He's always protecting you. And I had dreams of the white buffalo protecting me. I had dreams of a white wolf protecting me. And all of these things, all of these dreams, whenever I tell people about these dreams, I'm telling people these dreams because they need to understand that there is spirit team. There's a spirit team out there in the world for you and for me. For it's not just me. It's not just me. Sometimes people just they can't see. They can't see that they're protected. And you might even get protected from somebody driving slow. You might get protected from somebody taking really long at the till. You might get protected by all of these things. And it's always in some way God is working that protection over you. He's working that love over you. He's working all the time. God is working all the time, and we need to recognize that and understand that. And like, if people are sending you negative energy, at first I was like, send it back. But when it came down to me actually doing the ritual of sending back that energy, I just couldn't do it. So what did I do? I collected all of that energy and I transmuted it, and I keep it for myself, because they gave that to me. They gave that energy to me, and I keep it. And I turn it into white light. All the darkness that you send my way, I've turned it into white light. For myself. For the people around me, for the people that listen to me, for the people that want to hear this message. For the people that have an open mind, an open heart, and who don't care. Like, I'm not perfect, and I will never ever say I'm perfect. I never have claimed that. I never will. Never. But there's a lot of people that, and that's whatever. Bye. So instructions. God will give you instructions. He'll give you instructions, and you'll see it. You'll see it, because sometimes, like, I'm not perfect, and sometimes I confront people. Sometimes I just confront people, and I say, hey, what you're doing is wrong. You shouldn't treat me that way. You shouldn't do that to me. But sometimes when I say it like they take it the wrong way. They take it like it's... Sometimes I just say things that sound mean. Oh, that's an understatement, because I'd seriously... I like that. Yeah, real, recognize real. But yeah, I'm not perfect, and I will never ever claim to be perfect. I will never ever tell people that I'm perfect, and I will show you I'm not perfect. Guess what? I'm gonna go up on here and I'm gonna bounce, I'm gonna twerk, and I'm gonna shake my ass. See, I'm not perfect. You saw me dancing. You saw me doing that little ritual. I'm not perfect, but that was for a bigger purpose. And for the people that were watching that that was iconic. Oh my God, that was so iconic. I love that. I can't wait to. And see, like, God is like always telling you, be quiet about your dreams. Not your dreams, but be quiet about your hopes for the future that you have for yourself, because there's people out there that are just watching just to be nosy, just to place darkness on your hopes and dreams and your self-love and things like that. People don't like that because it triggers them. It triggers them so much. Because God is locked in. He's locked in with you, and there's no switching up. There's no switching up. When you're with God, and there ain't no switching up. So if you turn to do dark magic, you're walking away from God and your protection. Your protection is leaving you when you turn to the darkness. Your protection is you're walking away from God. And there's a reason why that tarot reader that I talk about, there's a reason why she had a dream of me when we were friends. She said, I had a dream of you. Yeah, there was angels. They were taking you into heaven. And she's like, and I tried to follow behind with you, but they told me, no, you can't go in. No, you can't go in. And it ended up, I kept having dreams of her sending me dark energies, but it's just like, all of that stuff that she was sending me was like peanuts. It wasn't doing any real harm to me. It was just causing annoyance. But this one on Halloween, it was like she was with other people, and one angel was watching her, and then the other two angels were over top of me, putting their hands on me, and they were just like they were doing Reiki healing on me, and they were just like soothing me, and then that whole week after Halloween, I just had the best sleep ever. It was so good. It was so good. And you know what? It's so like, every time I talk about, there's spiritual attacks, but I never really talk about the other parts of the dreams where I'm always standing beside an angel. I'm always standing beside an angel. And you guys need to understand that there's always angels beside you countering those attacks. There's always angels beside you countering those attacks. And God is infamous for turning negatives into a positive. He's infamous for that. Turning negatives into a positive. Transmute those energies. Good money made. Legit money. This is your message tonight. And God loves you. God loves you. Yes. And God knows sometimes you act a fool. Sometimes I act a fool, because you know what? Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. Even though you act a fool, God forgives you for everything that you do. I know I act a fool, but forgiveness. That is the very, very, very foundation. Like basic needs type thing. And what I learned at Sundance was forgiveness. I forgave them, but there was two of them that still carry that darkness. I had a dream of the Sundance Chief, and the sun was shining on him and only him. And the younger generations that were standing around him, they were all black. Dark spirits. They were all dark spirits in the shadows. All of the younger generation that stands around him, they had dark spirits. But only the Sundance Chief, I could see the sun was shining on him, and he was wrapped in a blanket and he was looking up at the sun. Hello. But any of that darkness, it's peanuts. Doesn't bother me. That's directed at the Sundance Chief's son and his nephew. It's peanuts. Can't touch me. I'm protected. Remember? The white buffalo came to me and gave me a message, and you need to listen to that message because it's a very good message. It's not a bad one. It's a message about forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. And those two need to listen, 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 and learn about forgiveness. Learn about forgiveness. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, thou wilt revive me. That was a really beautiful, beautiful dream that I had of that white buffalo. I just want to talk about it again. I wanted to share that dream again because that was really beautiful. I had that dream before my last year at Sundance. I was just standing there. It was in the fall time. It was just after my third year. And my third year was horrible because the Sundance Chief's wife was being horrible to me. Horrible to me. It was horrible. I didn't have a good experience there at all. My third year was just like, and I had to just stay quiet about it. Stay quiet. Not talk about it with anybody because I knew that if I told everybody what she was doing to me when no one was looking, if I told everybody, hey, look at what she's doing, hey, she hit me, hey, she's doing this, hey, she's doing that, then it would have caused a whole chaos for all of them. And we came there to pray. We came there for our own reasons, and I wasn't about to cause a whole ruckus for all those people. So I had to stay quiet. But then after that year, after my third year, I dreamt of, I was standing there on that reserve where we go up to the hill. I was standing at the bottom where I was standing there by myself, and then the Sundance Chief was standing on the top of that hill, and he had his hands in his pocket. His back was turned to me, and then he's looking at something go around the hill and straight towards me. And I look over and I see it's this black, dark spirit that's just like, it's just all black, and it has like skinny limbs, really tall, like just like sharp. It was like a weird looking dark entity coming straight for me, just fast. And I just look at it, and then all of a sudden a white buffalo is surrounding me, and that dark spirit went like that. That dark spirit was just and ran back to where it came from. That dark spirit went way back to where it came from. And then after that thing left, me and that white buffalo were just staring at each other, and she was smiling at me, and she was really beautiful, like really beautiful. white buffalo, and it had really long eyelashes, like, and it was just like I don't know how, like, it was just very beautiful, very, very, very beautiful white buffalo. But yeah, and then I look up again and I see the Sundance Chief, and he was just like, he was looking, and he was like looking at me and the white buffalo sharing a moment together, and he was just like, and then he walked away and then he pretended like he didn't see. Thank you. Hello Adrian. JR the Savage, hello sexy matey. But yeah, so if there's no condition to God's love. Honestly, there's no conditions to God's love. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter what you believe in. It really doesn't. As long as you love God. As long as you love God and you hope for the best for everybody. Because that's real boss moves. That's bossy. That's real boss moves. Bossy. That's real bossy. That's real love. When you just love God and even if you don't believe in God, I'm telling you, even if you don't believe in God, even if you're completely, absolutely an atheist because you're so pissed at what happened in your life, you're so pissed at what happened to you, and you blame God, but it's okay. It's okay because you're forgiven, because you don't know who He is, and that's how beautiful God's love is. It's like He knows. God knows when. God knows. God knows. He just knows. You can't fool God. You can't fool God. He just knows. Like, you can fool all the people around you, but God knows when you believe in Him. And that's just between you and God. You don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to tell the whole world if you don't want to. Yes, and time is such a gift. We're blessed with the gift of time. We're blessed with the gift of time. We're blessed with the gift of time. Like, time is such a blessing. It's such a blessing. Because, yes, and I keep hearing that. I see a diamond. Like, I see a diamond, and confirmation verbs. But like a diamond. I'm here like, diamonds are forever, forever. But like, diamonds are created under pressure and time. There's a whole lot of people that are diamonds, but the people that are around them, they don't know it. They still think you're a little pebble. That's whatever. Who cares? It's between you and God. You and God know this. You and God know this. And that's all that matters, is just you and God. It's just your relationship with God. And we have to reflect that relationship into all of our relations. Our children. Our friendships. But you really have to say no to people. Really learn how to say no to people when they're abusing you. When they're abusing your generosity, when they're abusing your gifts. Learn to say no. Enough is enough. I can't be around you anymore, because every time I'm around you, you make me feel like shit. You make me cry. Everything that comes out of your mouth when we talk is I. Is that what we came to visit? Is just talk about you? And then whenever you try to talk good things about yourself. They're just like, well, I, and they undermine everything that you just said. Or they just talk down on you. Like, if I'm trying to bring up a conversation, a topic, I ease my way into it. That's how my conversation goes. I ease my way into things. I bring up a topic, and then they're just like, yeah, well, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I want to get my nails done. Anyways, my hair done. My blah, blah, blah. Me. Let me have a real conversation. I'm so tired of people that are just, they pick and choose who they want to love. Oh, you'll help random people out of the rut that they're in. There's people that are in a position of power that can help you, but yet they choose not to, because having you down here is of benefit to this person. Having you all the way down here is a benefit for this person. And so them not wanting to help you go up is threatening to them. And that's probably why they might put you down all the time. Because it's beneficial to them. So you need to learn to say no and walk away from these people. Say no to these people. Say no, because nobody's perfect. I've learned that absolutely, completely. Nobody's perfect. And you can... I just had so much patience for people. And you gotta learn to finally just put your foot down and say, no, enough is enough. I can't do this anymore. You're toxic. And like, if you have the wrong people around you, and those wrong people, they have toxic behaviors. You're disgusting. Jesus is watching. You're not gonna talk about that in my alright? But anyways, so these people, they have these toxic behaviors, and if you are around those types of people for so long, you'll begin to pick up those toxic behaviors as well. And that's not what God was working on you. He was working on you. He was healing you. He was putting you through things and teaching you things and showing you the way, showing you what to do, showing you all of this, but then you stuck around with somebody who's just negative and so toxic to your growth. It's time to walk away from those people. It's time to walk away from those people who are no good for you. No good for your mental health. They don't help your mental health. They damage it. Yes, but these haters, they really do. They really do give food to eat. Ambition. When people are just so mad and triggered at the good things that you're doing for yourself and for others, it is so motivating. So motivating. So motivating. It's motivation. It's food to eat. Victory. Victory, success, public reward. Yes, you can. Are you from Canada or outside of Canada? Because I have e-transfer and I have PayPal. But right now I'm doing collective reading, and the mini reads start at $7.77, because today I just saw 777 everywhere. What does siento mean? What does that mean? Siento. Lo siento. What does that mean? Yes. And like, for real, I like when haters watch me dance, because I love that. Right now I'm doing free collective reading, but I love when haters watch me dance. Research. These people are just watching, trying to get to know, trying to see what you're gonna say, trying to see what you're gonna do, blah blah blah. These people are toxic and mean to everybody. Just mean to everybody. And my truth is my strength. Truth. Speak your truth, because it's powerful, very powerful, and people don't like that, but make sure don't say names, because the only people that will know who I'm talking about is that person. None of anybody who's watching, nobody knows who I'm talking about. I could be talking about a cat that just was mean to me. You never know who I'm talking about. All right, and it's best to just walk away. Oh my God, today I was tested. Today I was really tested. Not with that person. Well, yeah, I was tested with that person, but after, I was like, I need to go to the store, I need to get a couple things. Go to the store. Parking lot's empty. First of all, parking lot's empty. There's a whole big row of places where this truck could have parked. But no, this truck parked so close to me on the driver's side, and he dinged my thing. He dinged my car. And he was right there. He got because I was helping my daughter get into the back seat, and then it was these people who were in line behind me. So they get in that truck as quick as they could, and they just zoomed off. And then I was like, whoa, they actually parked really, really close. And then I was just like, because they were going from this parking lot to the next, and I watched them, and I was like, ooh, just let me go over there and say something. Let me just go over there and say something. But walk away. Walk away. Literally walk away. Just walk away. Just walk away. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just a ding. Nobody died. I just don't understand how people nowadays is just like, they just find pleasure in harming others. And I'm like, what was the point of that? Like, what do you get out of that? Peace. And you know what? I really don't care. Because I'm on TikTok, doing my own thing, doing what makes me happy. Dollar bills. I'm doing what makes me happy. It's connecting to other people's souls. It's connecting to other people's minds. And they're like, oh, how does she know that? How does she do that? How did she know? How did she know? It's from God. It's from God. Oh my God. Y'all thought I was evil because you wanted to listen to the wrong kind of people? God protects me because I don't be doing that bad stuff. I just do what makes me happy. I just do what makes me happy. And if it's dancing, then I'ma dance. And if that means raising my voice to protect my home, raising my voice to protect my children, raising my voice to protect myself, then I'm gonna do it because I don't have nobody else to do it. And sometimes it's like people just don't even want to listen to God. People just don't even want to listen to those warnings. Hello. I really want to go to Toronto. Like really badly, really badly. I mean really goodly. But yeah, we're not listening to music right now because I don't want no problems. No problems. No problems. Okay, we're starting with this one. Baby in your future. Oh, and if you don't want to have a baby, you better wrap it up. Use your protection. Protect yourself. But babies, oh my God, children are such a blessing. Because they help us heal our inner child. Yes, we had shitty parents. Because they were going through their own thing and yada yada yada, right? But people grow up and people learn from their mistakes. But now we have another chance to heal ourselves, heal our younger selves through our children. And yes, the sacred tree, the tree of life, connect to the tree of life. When I was doing my Reiki healing class, we would always have like attunements. I am due for an attunement. I need an attunement very soon. But the tree, the sacred tree. Put your thinking cap on. I'm hearing like thinking cap. Put your thinking cap. Open your mind to God. I feel like there's no problem with that, but it's just like thinking cap. It's like think. God is literally everywhere. He's everywhere. And we shouldn't judge each other. We shouldn't judge other people's beliefs. Egg cleanse. There's like an egg cleanse. Somebody needs this might be about the baby. This might be about a baby. Somebody's like fertile. Honestly, I feel like we're living in biblical times, and I feel like his disciples are either they were already born or they're going to be born. But honestly, I just really truly feel like Jesus is coming back, because I keep dreaming about Jesus coming back, and I love that so much for everyone. It's like, don't get scared. Don't be scared. It's an exciting time. Your house is your home. Keep a solid foundation. A foundation that is built on God. Then nobody can knock you over. Nobody can huff and puff and blow your house down. If you build your life on God and truth and just being real and not putting on a show for others, you will have a solid foundation, and nobody can shake your beliefs. Nobody can shake anything, because remember, it's just you and God. It's just you and God. Yes, you can. I have e-transfers for Canadians, and then PayPal for everybody else. But it's oneresilientnative@gmail.com, and it's $7.77. Right now I'm doing a collective. Oh, we're talking about Mary Jane. Don't judge. Don't judge people that smoke weed, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. But it's just like that is a medicine, but don't abuse it. Like, it's a blessed thing. It's not something that should be abused, because when I'm on work, meaning I'm a mother full-time, I'm taking care of my kids full-time, but then when my kids are sleeping, I might not, and that's none of your business. And there is like there's flip-floppy people in your energy. They're like, they're in and then they're out, and then they're for you, but then all of a sudden they're not for you, but they're for you, but then they're not for you. Or it's like conditional or whatever. It's like, be real. All I ask is for people to be real, and if you can't, then you gotta leave. But it's don't cry over spilled milk. And it's like, don't cry over spilled milk. Yeah, whatever, it's all this, all that, but I need to be alone. I need to be alone. I need to be alone. It's not that I'm crying over spilled milk or whatever. It's just I need to be alone. I can't have people like that in my circle. I can't have like that. I can't stand to see people like just being mean or being racist or being like mean to children and doing all kind of like gnashing of the teeth, it's called, and that's like name calling, that's like putting people down, that's just like spitting on people's dreams and stuff like that. I can't stand to have that in my environment, so I need to walk away. Thank you. And yes, again, you're protected from these kind of people, and you can see them for what they are, no matter how much they say, no, I don't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's whatever. It's between you and God, and if you need to walk away from somebody, just walk away and tell them you need to walk away, and then just stand firm in your beliefs. Don't let nobody run your show. Don't let nobody tell you how you're supposed to handle toxicity. Don't let nobody tell you how long you're allowed to be angry for. Don't let nobody tell you how long it takes for you to heal. Yes, save your energy. Save your energy for something else, for yourself, for your self-love. Save your energy, like walk away. Just like that guy dinging my car, and they just didn't care. It was like, oh, just let me, God, just let me. And I was like, God is teaching me something, and what is it? What is it? He's teaching me to walk away. You're right. I need to walk away. So I walked away. Aww. I missed you, DW. Friday. Cause else if this energy stayed it would have been a whole Friday the 13th number 3. Oh, they are what they show you. If somebody is showing you who they are, believe it. Believe it. If somebody's showing you that they don't care, believe it. Just believe it. Believe what you see. Believe what they do. Because you don't want to have to deal with the heartbreak of sticking around and witnessing it again and again and again. If they've shown you that they don't care, believe it. But I see a lot of people, like, God is showing you guys a lot, like, His presence. He's showing His presence to a lot of you. And it's like, sometimes even like food tastes even better. Like, just even food tastes so much better. And that's what we need to focus more on. We need to focus more on that. On the lighter side of things. And sometimes these people just can't. Like, those toxic people, it's like a pattern, it's a bad habit. And see, this is why we need to walk away from them, because if you stick around and just hear them in their thought patterns, they just keep grasping onto the negative stuff. It's like they refuse to see the light of things. And it's just like, so you've got to just walk away from people that just can't see the light, or they just refuse to look up and see how good God is. I'm doing a collective reading. I'm doing a collective reading right now. Because these people were supposed to. They were supposed to be behind you. They were supposed to be a part of your team. They were supposed to. But that's why God gave us free will. He gave us all free will. And sometimes these people just make shitty choices. And what can you do when you live in a shoe? You gotta walk away. Gotta walk away from people that are not aligned with your purpose. It is what it is. It is what it is. And they did what they did. And you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Sometimes these people just don't, it's like they don't care that one day you're just gonna walk away, because one day people are just gonna realize, like, hey, I'm not gonna put up with this anymore. I would rather starve. I'd rather die in the hands of God than in the hands of people who are just toxic to me. I would rather die in the hands of God than anything else. Yes, as soon as they show themselves, walk away. But for me personally, I gotta see it like 10, 20, 15 times before I walk away. I literally give people so much chances before I walk away. Because yes, time is a gift. These all landed on the time is a gift. All of these cards landed on time is a gift. Because time went by, and I gave these people chances, and I told them, you can't keep doing that. And I told them in my own way to stop doing that. And they know. Soon. And that song from Faith, what is her name? Soon as I get home. That's so cool that you're asking those questions and it says soon as I get home. So the answer is yes, soon as I get home. The answer is yes, but it's like time is a gift. That's where these cards landed on. Jaskaran. Soon as I get home. And the message is time is a gift. Oh. Where, when, now. Where, when, where. It's like, it's all these questions, but you need to release those. Release the burdens of worrying and give it to God. And release those toxic people and just give them to God, because they need God the most, and they need that strength. And we really need to pray for those that hurt us, because they need that the most. They need the most prayers, like right now. And it's not like you're bashing them or whatever. You're just saying it how it is. It is what it is. Because I can live without you. And if I die, I die. Shit. If I die, I die. At least I'll be going to heaven where I belong. Honestly, I can't wait. Well, I can wait. I'm sorry. I can wait. And that's the thing. Having a spirit that it's a blessing to have patience and to learn patience. It's a blessing to have patience and to know patience, because there's honestly, nobody's perfect. I will never say that. I'm gonna say that again. Nobody's perfect, and sometimes I don't. Some days I don't have patience. Some days I do. Some days it's like half and half. Some days it's like this. Some days it's like that. Nobody's perfect. Guess what? Nobody's perfect. And guess what? God loves you. And God is like, look at you. Look at you holding on. You hold the title. I don't know what it is, but you hold the title of something. Look at you. And people need to hear this more. And I keep hearing that scripture, come to me all who are who have burdens, or something like that. Creative writing, and it's like, write your story. Because if you're like me and you went through a lot and you, like, would you be satisfied? Would you be satisfied if you were to die tomorrow? And I'm not speaking that on anybody. I'm not speaking that on anybody. And you're not, nobody's gonna die tomorrow, okay? Calm down, calm down, calm down. Chill, 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 chill. But it's just like, would you be satisfied? Would you be satisfied that, like, did you get to tell your story? Did you get to tell your side of things? Or has the enemy just taken control of the narrative this whole time? Were you able to, because everybody's life is a testimony, and we all have a testimony to share to the world so that we all can collectively heal. It's like we need to share our stories. We need to share our stories. Because you're not alone. And you might find that all of us, no matter our race, all of these issues, all of these things, it doesn't discriminate. Because this is, when you are telling your story, when you're writing out these things, when you're telling your story, you're clearing your body. You're clearing your body of negative things. You're not holding that anymore. You're turning it into something beautiful. You're transmuting that negative into something beautiful. And you get to say what you learned from those experiences. And honestly, if you guys saw the moon tonight, it was so beautiful. I saw it for I was really, really lucky to see it. Because then as soon as I got home, it was just straight clouds. But when I got into my car, it was just so beautiful because it was like a little silver. It was really beautiful. It reminded me of that cat from Alice in Wonderland. And it was like that smile. And what does he say again? He's like, it doesn't matter where you go if you don't know, or something. Oh, I gotta watch it again. What does he say? Today and yesterday's moon. Yes, so beautiful. Ooh. Honestly, I love the moon so much. I love the moon. Prosperity, again, prosperity. And this is prosperity over your life, your home. This is like emotional fulfillment, things that make you happy, and also monies. It's like things that are owed to you are just going to flow. Prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Yes, and listen, honestly, listen to the angel. Don't listen to the other one. Okay? And it's your heart. Listen to your heart. If your heart's telling you to walk away, please walk away. No matter how hard it might be. We're all gonna leave this world. And it's like material things, all that kind of stuff. But what really matters is your happiness, your mental health. keeping a roof over your head, keeping the bills paid. We're overcoming difficulties. Overcoming difficulties. Look at those wings. Stolen from me throughout my life. Nice. See, that's good karma. Yes, exactly. And the message that I keep receiving lately is everything is not as it seems. Like, everything is not as it seems. Like, a couple days ago, I thought, well, I woke up and I looked at my phone and I looked at my security camera and it showed me some guy dressed in all red and he was digging in my car, and I was like, oh, whatever. I never keep anything in my car. So I was like, oh, whatever. And then I was like, hey, let's go. I want to go do something, yada yada. And then it comes down to like me looking for my purse. And I looked everywhere. I could not find my purse. And I was like I just beated this purse. This purse is like, I just beated this thing. I'm so proud of this. I love this purse. It's this beautiful purse. And I was like, where's my purse? Where's my purse? Where's my purse? And like, I was just like, could this be like a lesson? Is this another lesson for me to learn not to hold on to material things so much? And I was like, but I didn't even get to take a picture of it. I didn't even get to like show people like, hey, look what I made. Like, none of that. And so I was just like, I don't know. I keep looking, keep moving, keep looking, keep moving around, keep looking. And like, I just cleaned this whole entire house. And then I'm like looking around like, it's not here, it's not there, it's not there. I just cleaned up this whole house, but then there was this one like blanket that I had in my room. And I just like lift it up and then my purse just comes flying out of it. And I'm just like, what? Like, what? Because at first I was like, if I have to go through losing my purse, losing all of this, just for you to teach me a lesson, then so be it, so be it. And then all of a sudden I find it. All of a sudden I find it. And then my son comes home from the movies and he's like, I lost my key. I lost my house key. And I'm like, what? What? And then like, I was just like, give me your phone, because first of all, you weren't answering the phone when I was calling you. Called him like 3-4 times. Give me that phone back. You lost your key. Give me that phone back. So he gives me his phone, and then 1 second later, or like 5 seconds later, he's like, I found it. And it's just like, it's like this repeated message of nothing is what it seems. And it's like teaching us to have a better reaction to these types of things. To like have more compassion. Like, if somebody's stealing or digging in your car, maybe that person needs to find some money, and it's like $1 could help them buy a loaf of bread or something. Like, but always keep your doors locked, all right? Always keep them locked. And don't judge. Oh, victory, victory, victory. Again, the message, the confirmation, victory. Victory over your enemies and victory over your difficulties. Overcoming difficulties. Victory, victory, victory. Victory, victory. When you remain in your morals. angels. Remain in your good heart. Remain in who you're meant to be, who God is molding you to be, because every day is a lesson. Every day God is trying to teach us something. And spread your wings. Spread your wings, because you don't need these people. You don't need people that are toxic. Confirmation burp again. Sensitivity. You're being extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Honor every single feeling that you have, even if it's anger, even if it's you feel like crying, even if it's you feel like you just want to show people love. You just want to share love. You just want to share a good message. Honor that feeling and do it. Confirmation burp again. And honestly, look at your life. Like, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to point no fingers at nobody, okay? I will never. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. It's just like taking accountability for your own self, your own decisions, because sometimes we all just need to get things out. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, but every day is a learning experience. Every day is a learning experience. Peace. And it's peace. He just wishes peace over your life. He just wishes peace over you. God and all the angels, they wish peace. They wish peace, and just remain in that. Remain in that energy. Remain in worshiping God in your own way, however you do it. However you do it. God doesn't say, oh, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. You're supposed to. No, God is not like that. As long as He just knows that as long as you're doing what you're doing, it doesn't. And like, there's some people that I saw, that I witnessed in sacred spaces, that literally just do that for show. They just do that just to look good. They do that just to get all the girls, just to get all the guys to be attracted to them. Like, God knows. You can't fool God. You can't fool God for anything. Like, He knows. He literally knows. And remember who you are. Remember who you are. Oh my God, at that place, I'm gonna just call it that place, because God's instructions was for me not to say names. And I have to tell my story and speak up. Speak up, speak up, speak up. That's how our ancestors talk to us. They tell us to speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, and tell your truth. Tell the truth about what you experienced and what they did to you. Speak up. That was my instructions that I got from Sundance. Speak up and tell your truth and what they did to you. And I do. I talk about it all the time because I learned so much. I learned so much from those people. Forgiveness. Angels, there's angels that are surrounding you. I'm telling you, they're surrounding you all the time, even though there's, like, if all of us collective were just beings that just knew everything and we could see everything, then what is life? Because we came down here to learn lessons, to strengthen our spirits, to become better. If all of us knew everything, like, and honestly, it's honestly, my blessings are also a struggle too, because I just see things and then I'm not allowed to say, I'm not allowed to tell people, because it's not in the cards to, it's not in their life plan for them to know or to see those things. It's for them to figure it out themselves. And I don't know, I've just been really good at keeping secrets. My whole life I just keep secrets. Like, people just tell me all their secrets and I'm just like, I used to have friends who would hate each other and I would never tell them. I would just like, well, she said, then like whenever that person would leave the room, they'd be like, she da, 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 and then this one would leave the room and they'd be, but then like, and then I just sit and watch them be like fake with each other. I'm just like, you know what? I love you both. It's like, I'm not gonna tell each person that this person said this, that this person said that. That's because that's causing drama. And it was like, I liked the both of them. I liked having them both around, and I knew how to keep that, like the negative stuff that they were saying, hush, because they knew how to keep the peace. They knew. And just like me, when I witness people that are abusive in spiritual places, I know how to keep the peace for others, to experience have a good experience, so I can, and I just have to sit and watch, witness that these people are saying lights, camera, action before we're gonna go Sundance. That's really, and it's like, I'm just, man, that's them, okay? That's them. Just worry about yourself, all right? That's literally the whole message that we got from here, is just worry about yourself, save your energy, and walk away, because victory is yours. Blessings, prosperity is yours when you walk away. Victory and blessings are yours when you walk away and you speak your truth and you speak up. You speak up for yourself. Blessings, prosperity. When you speak up for yourself and you tell them, you tell the world. But remember, don't say any names. Focus on your highest priorities. And right now, I feel like your priority needs to be yourself, your work, your children, if you have. And all these other people that want to take up your time, but they're just toxic for you. Honestly, just walk away. Just walk away and save your energy, because I don't know why people just find it so entertaining. So like, to just like be annoying. I'm glad. I love these cards because they're so beautiful. These are my favorite deck. Look at this back here. I like it, it's cute. But the imagery on each card is so beautiful. Yes, and go with the flow. Go with the flow of things. Go with the flow. I'll say it again. These medicine men that send like negative stuff, it's honestly peanuts. It's literally trash. It's just like their little magic spells and stuff like that. It's like peanuts. It doesn't affect any of us. It doesn't really do any harm. It's just like God laughs. God laughs at it and he sends that away, and then he heals you while you're sleeping. And it's like, just go with the flow of of your happiness. Follow your heart.
There's lots of water.
Water, again, lots of water. Go with the flow of things. Because God might push you. He might push you and push you into a direction where you're supposed to go. He might push you in a direction where you're supposed to go. You might be alone. You might be with somebody. But yes, God gives every single person free will. And if that person decides they're not aligned with you, then you have to walk away. And that's going with the flow of things. I'm walking away from a whole community even. Because sometimes communities can be really toxic. Really toxic. Ooh, and face your fears. Face your fears. The horse. Oh my God. I remember at Sundance there was a horse there. And like, it was like, I don't know, like everybody had, I don't know, but it's just like, I don't know, the horse, it just like, we were just like staring at each other for the longest time. It was like we just kept looking at each other. And then I went like this to the horse, and then it did it back, and I was just like, woo! Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what I didn't like was like that horse was holding in its poop the whole time. They didn't even make sure that the horse was prepared or ready or any of that. It's just like, it was kind of like they just grabbed any old horse and just brought it in there. But to each their own, I guess. But that horse almost pooped like right on the Sundance grounds. It's crazy because it kept lifting up its tail and like wanting to poop but holding it in, and I was just like, oh, poor horsey. But oh yes, horses, they are warriors too. They're just like our warriors. They are warriors themselves too. And oh my God, it just brings me back to that dream where I was leading people to heaven, and all I heard was like, that was a really long dream. I think I have to tell it again. But I was leading people to heaven. No, first of all, it was like chaos in the world. There was like fire in the sky. It looked like fire everywhere. It just looked like everybody wanted to fight each other. Everybody wanted to kill each other. People were literally killing each other, just punching. And they were punching for like fatal shots. They weren't punching for like, oh, I just wanna punch her like one time, blah blah blah. But they were like punching for like fatal shots. They were like all just scrapping it out, like doing all kinds of like violence. It was just violence all over. And then all of a sudden, and me too, I felt that too. I felt that anger, I felt that rage. And then I was just standing there, and then all of a sudden somebody comes up to me and they're like, Ashley, wake up. And then they said a scripture over me, and then it just like, all of a sudden I could see. And I was like, why was I so angry for? Like, what? And then I began to like get worried, and I was just like, whoa. And then all of a sudden I see this girl from afar. She just hates my guts. And I'm still talking to this person. She's like, you have to do it now. You have to help them. Come on, we don't have time. And she goes and she runs over somewhere else. And then this girl that hates my guts, she's coming. She's running straight for me. And she goes to hit me. And there's like this invisible thing. She couldn't touch me. And I was just like, and then I leaned forward and I touched her. And I touched her. And then she could see too. And then she's like, what do I do? And then I was like, come, follow me. And I did that for everybody there. I touched everybody. And they woke up. And then they were just apologizing to each other. And they were doing all kinds of things. But I was like, we have to go, we have to go, we have to go. And there's a big crowd. There's a big crowd following me, and there was 2 paths that we had to go. It was this one. It looked like the sun was shining, the grass was beautiful, there was flowers, there was butterflies, there was beautiful trees. And this path, it was just dark and dead. It looked like war. It looked like death. It looked dark, very dark, the shadow of the valley of death. And God was saying, lead my people this way. And I was just like, they're not gonna listen to me. I was like, I don't know. And we have to go this way. He says to go this way. He said that, and I told him, that's a trap. That's a trap. Don't listen, don't. That's a trap. I can see those evil spirits hiding. They're hiding behind those trees. They're hiding behind those bushes. It's a trap. Don't go that way. So I was like, let's go this way. And then there was people in that group who had beliefs of all kinds of beliefs. It was all kinds of religions. People that were just non-believers in all kinds of things. But there was people that really were believers in Jesus, and they were walking with me, and they just we were walking there in that way for a long time. Our feet were hurting. All of our bones were hurting. Our backs were hurting. And people began to doubt me. They began to say ugly things about me. They began to say, she's of the devil. God would never do this. God would never send us off our way to in this direction. God would never. He would never. She's a devil worshiper. And I was just like, man. And it's like God only speaks. He only speaks because God is God. He's God. God doesn't work for me. He doesn't work for me. I can't be like, God, tell him. God, tell him. God, right now, you tell him. It doesn't work that way, because God doesn't work for me. I work for God. It's the other way around. So I'm just listening to these people. So it was just one person. It was just one person in the group that was saying that stuff. And then I watched that person go in and talk to each person and whisper in their ears ugly things about me and say, oh, she's leading us to this. She's whispering all kinds of things about me, and I'm watching them, and I'm just like, man. And people started looking at me weird, and I was like, man, it's just frustrating. But it's just God told us to walk this path, to go this direction. Don't walk in that trap. And so we're walking. And people are starting to get frustrated because God's not saying anything. He hasn't said anything for a really long time. And then finally I get down on my knees and I'm crying. And I'm like, God, what do I tell them? Where do we go? Where do we go now? What do we do now? And then he uses my voice again, and he says, I place these rocks on this body of water, but on this body of water you cannot touch. Do not touch that water. Do not touch that forbidden water. And I know now what that water is. And he said, don't touch that water. So I look up and I see those rocks going, like it was like a bridge, but you had to jump to each rock to get across. And across from the water there was this door frame. It was just a door frame, and when you look inside it, the sun was shining down, and where the sun was shining down, grass was growing green, but all around it was still darkness and death and not a good sight. But when you looked into that door frame, it was just beautiful. Like you could see the beautiful sky, you could see the clouds, and everybody was going across those rocks. Oh no! But before this, that one person who was saying ugly things about me, who was saying, she's of the devil, she's this, she's that, God would never do this. She tested God, and she said, haha, and she dipped her finger in that forbidden water, and she turned into ashes right in front of all of us. And all of those people just like, they're like, oh my God. And so they all just started like, they're going across, and they went through that door. And then all I could hear was just like, but like lots of horses. I could hear all of them, all of those horses, and it was shaking the ground. There was just so much horses, and I was like, the warriors are coming, the warriors are coming, the warriors are coming. And so like I go, it's my turn. I go across, and I made it. And first thing, I didn't even have the chance to look up and look at the sky and all that. My feet are on that soil. My feet are on that soil, and that soil was so soft. That soil was so soft, and then I was like, what is the purpose of this? And like, because the way that this soil made my body feel was the way that this soil made my spirit feel. It was just like I was getting just so much healing. There was just so much healing from this soil, and I was just so, oh my God, I was like, what is the purpose of this? Because I know everything has a purpose. And I was like, what is the purpose of this? And then the soil was like, yes, the soil talked to me, and the soil told me that we were specifically created for the horses, because the horses are warriors, and they need time to rest, they need time to rejuvenate, and they need time to like, yeah, rejuvenate and just heal their body and make them feel calm, because they go out there and they experience a lot of physical work. They experience a lot of, like, they are a warrior too. Horses are warriors, and they need to be respected and treated as such. But anyways, so then I look and I see my friend, and she's like, and I finally look up. We're on a cloud. We're on a cloud in this dream, and this soil was so beautiful. But we're on a cloud, and there's a fence. And then my friend, she's on the fence, and she's looking through the clouds, and I'm like, what are you looking at? And she was like, look, I can see heaven. But like when I look at her, it's like she just got clouds in her face, and I'm like, I don't see it. And she's like, no, our eyes, they can do things that we never could before. Our eyes, they can see as far as close, they can zoom in. She's like, our eyes can do cool stuff while we're here. And she was like, look at heaven. And she was like, you can tell your eyes to look through the clouds. And so I did, and then they did, and I could see heaven. And it was on a cloud, and it had these gates that were just like gold and silver, but it had its own shine. Like, you know how the sun has its own shine, the gates had its own shine. And it had like beautiful buildings in there. And there's just like, I couldn't stop staring. I was like, I can't wait to get there. Like, I just want to get there. And like, all of a sudden, like, all of the warriors started coming in through the door, and they're just like there's the one that was just like the boss of all of them. He was just like looking, making sure everything's good. He's like counting heads and stuff, and then he looks at us, and he's like, get off the fence. And then my friend gets off immediately, and I was just like, I know he's not talking to me like that. You guys, oh no, I just got attitude. But anyways, so he's like, get off the fence. And I'm just like, and so I look at heaven. I was just like looking at heaven. And he's just like, and so finally I get off, and I was like, man, I was kind of rude. So then I go up to him, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. I just wanted to see heaven. Because I haven't seen heaven before. I just wanted to see heaven. I was like, can you? And then I was like, can I pet your horse? And so I'm petting his horse, and the horse is just loving the soil, just loving the soil, because it's massaging this horse. It's just, they're getting healing, rejuvenation and stuff. And then it was really beautiful, really beautiful, very beautiful. And then I go around and I sit with my friends, and then I sit down and I'm looking at my friends, and I look around and I saw like an alien. I saw an alien there. Like, it looked like us, and like it talked like us. It had eyes like us, everything, and it even had freckles. And I was just like, oh my god, and it can speak English. Oh my god, and it can do this. Oh my god, and like, this alien could hear me. This alien could hear everything that I was saying, everything that I was doing, and I was just making a damn fool of myself. And then this alien was like, oh my god, like, do you hear this girl? Like, she never seen an alien. And I was like, she's so rude. Like, and I was just like, looking at this alien, like, oh my god, like, oh my god, I never seen one before. And then like, they were just like, well, maybe she just like is looking at you because she's never seen an alien before. Maybe she wants to get to know you. You should invite her over and talk to you. And so he's like, oh, okay. He's like, hey, you. And I was like, oh, me? And he's like, yeah, you come over here, let's talk. And then so we start talking, and my eyes were just like, oh my god, an alien, and an alien's talking to me. And like, he was telling me about his nation and all of their gifts that God gave them, and it was just like, it was like mind blown what that race can do. And then when I told him about us, we have psychic abilities, we can heal others, we can do all kinds of things with energy. That's what our race is about. Our human race is about healing, like in psychic abilities and things like that, things of the spirit. That's what we are meant for. Healing things of the spirit and connecting with God and hearing what God has to say. That is truly a blessing, because when I told that alien about us and what we can do, they were like, oh my god. He's like, what is God saying right now? And I was like, I can't say, because like God like speaks when it's like, when he needs to, like because it's up to him. Because sometimes we just need to learn things by ourselves, because that's what our human lives are made for. We come back here to heal, to grow, to learn, to do better, because we've been in this life multiple times, and we're honestly, it's crazy to think that we are the only beings in the whole universe. It's crazy to think that. And it's crazy to think that we're the only we're the only beings that believe in God. That's crazy, because there's a lot of beings out there that do believe in God. But yeah, that was that dream. That was a really awesome dream. But see that nothing is as it seems. Because the enemy is a deceiver. And take a leap of faith. The dove. And it's like, yes, the world, collective healing, and nobody has to know what your prayers are. Nobody has to know what you are praying for. Nobody has to know. Cheer up, because God is good. Cheer up, because God is really with you, and angels are with us all the time, all the time, all the time. But it's up to us, because we have our own free will. We have our own free will to either stay on that path or walk away. Angels of miracles. See? Just expect miracles in your life, because victory, 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 blessings, 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 victory and blessings, good money, the good kind. Victory, 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 blessings. When you save your energy and you walk away from those that are not good for you. Again, see how many times did we get the victory card come out? Thank you very much. How many times did we get the victory card today? Miracles, miracles, miracles. Angels are really with us. And these tarot readers and blah blah blah, they send out dark magic and all this, and your medicine's trying to send you dark things. But guess what? That's peanuts. That's peanuts. God is just so much bigger than those little peanuts that are trying to send dark energy your way, because his angels are always working. His angels are always working. Follow your intuition, because that's really where God is. He speaks to us through our intuition. The owl. He is guiding us. It doesn't matter what you believe in. Do you hear me? It doesn't matter. Just as long as you stay on your path. Sensuality. And guess what? God still loves people that are comfortable with their body. Did you know that? Did you know God still loves people that are comfortable with their bodies? Did you know that? Well, now you know. Sensuality. Express yourself. Express yourself, because that's where your heart is. Your heart is just desiring to just flow with love, and do so unapologetically, because that's healing. That's really healing. When I scroll through TikTok and I see people of all ages, of all kinds, doing things that make them happy, that makes me happy. That that gives me hope for a better future in the world. Angel therapy. Angels are really helping and guiding. It's just peaceful. It's honestly, remain in that peace, remain in that truth, because there's nothing that can tear you apart from God. No matter if somebody's screaming in your face, nobody can take you and your connection away. Nobody can. Nobody. You are saved. You are safe. This one fell on the ground. That means it's more important. You need to hear that you are safe. You're safe. You're safe. Moon cycles. Take advantage of the moon cycles. The moon was so beautiful these last couple days. So beautiful. And take back your power. Take back your power. It could be you just expressing yourself. It could be you. Confirmation break. You need to express yourself and speak your truth. Speak your truth. If somebody has done you wrong, speak your truth. But for me, because I have to speak to the public, I'm not allowed to say names. And take back your power. Take back your power. Those are ways that you can take back your power. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Crystal clear intentions. See this? Intentions, crystal clear intentions. Yes, crystal clear intentions. And crystals. Crystals, crystals, crystals. Animals. And animals are so adorable. Like, they're so adorable. I love cats. I love cats. They have like protected me. They have kept me safe. They've calmed me down. Animal therapy is like the best kind of medicine. There's all kinds of medicine out there in the world for everybody, to each their own. And there's options, many options, many options. Raise your standards. Raise your standards. How to meditate more? Yeah, you could even like look on YouTube, like guided meditations. Those are awesome. Guided meditations. Self-reliance. And understand that, again, this message, you don't need people that are toxic for you. You don't need people that are hurting you. You don't need anybody that is bad for you. You don't need anybody. Wait, I'm be right back. God was like, spit it out, spit it out. If you like, if you know what I'm talking about, and somebody's not doing you right, they're doing you absolutely wrong, you're gonna have to speak up and tell them, and have a heart-to-heart conversation. You might have somebody like who will just deny. You're welcome. You might have somebody that will just deny, and they just won't acknowledge, and they refuse to change. You give them so many chances, and a heart-to-heart just never goes anywhere. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything good for it actually just causes more chaos. It causes more thing, because you're offending them. You're offending them that you're speaking up for yourself, and just walk away. If a heart-to-heart doesn't work, just walk away. This is a love reading all of a sudden, but release your ex. I don't know, we just kind of went somewhere else, but But yes, also emotional fulfillment, because wedding, this could be the one, somebody that you're very flirty with, very flirty. This could be the one. You might know, like, no, you do know who this person is. You do know who the person is, and when you know, you know. I don't know, that's so weird. When you know, you know. It's like you just know in your heart that this person you don't want to mess up with, that this person you don't want to like. And so right now I'm just healing, and I can't be around you right now, and I don't know, I'm just letting go, I'm just letting it go, I'm just letting God deal with it. I'm just letting God deal with my life, because letting go and letting God. That's not funny. That's just real. That's just me being real, right? Yes, and like forgiveness, but also if this person's just not willing to change, walk away. Because God would never, He would never leave you with no one. Because when I had a dream of the person that I'm meant to be with, that person came to me in two bodies. It was like the one that had white skin and the one that had dark skin. And I was just like, it doesn't matter. As long as it's you. As long as it's you. And so like if this one messes up, but God is always like in control. God is always in control of your gifts. Don't ever be scared that somebody's trying to take away your gifts, because God is the only one that can take it away. Only God. Nobody else. There's like intense love that is going out to people right now. Intense love from Spirit right now, going out to people right now. But yeah, it's bedtime for me. Hello. Hello, Pokemon Chaser. But yeah, the message again is to focus more on God and the things that He does for you. Because sometimes these people showing themselves is a blessing. It is a blessing. I just see truth. It is a blessing, because sometimes we need to be alone in order to grow. And people just need to get out of their feelings and just realize that. Yeah, because sometimes people just need to heal on their own. You can't have people around while that's happening. God just needs this person to figure it out for themselves. Okay? Because I don't want to be around toxic people anymore. But yeah, I'm not gonna, I hope you guys have a really, really good sleep. And have really good dreams. A really good day tomorrow. And just see the beauty in things more. And don't let anything negative get in the way of you having a real good day tomorrow. Good night. Sweet dreams.